Welcome to the Phoenix Empath Intuitive. We sometimes give our light and energy to people who will never see our worth, and sometimes we have to take our power back by using affirmations, visual inspirations, and meditations. I am here to give you motivation on how the past is always our teacher. Please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. Thank you, and I love you guys. Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. What I'm going to do is pull from this deck. I don't even remember what the name of this deck is. And then also we're going to pull from the Ask Yourself Tarot. So the outsiders here and laziness, you are looking at something when it comes to a person as they are lazy and they are considered an outsider, which is causing you depression, like looking from the outside in, and then what you're going through, some type of burden or depression. And then the outsider is maybe from a childlike perspective of struggle, and also the laziness. Somebody could be doing stuff, but what they're doing is watching you struggle. If that makes sense, I'm not sure. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, this is what the burdens are for you. The card comes out celebration, but there is some type of celebration. Not sure how that works, but because you healed from the struggle. And so therefore, when it comes to what you need to ask yourself, I'll go ahead and pull from the Ask Yourself deck. Yeah, so you healed yourself, and now you're celebrating. So this is your what is it? Your crown chakra. Crown chakra. Your root chakra here. This is the area of your root chakra where the hand is, or it could be actually your while I look at it, it's not completely all the way down, but this is where it comes to your what am I saying? Sacral chakra, that area right there, or and near your root chakra. But you are also healing those areas when it comes to certain energies. And so also it's over your crown chakra as well. So your third eye and your crown chakra. So you have healed a situation. What are we asking? So yeah, this is the Ask Yourself Tarot deck when it comes to, toxic behaviors. So the energy is what boundaries need to be created in your life when it comes to toxic situations. Seven of Swords. What situation in your life do you need to protect and cherish yourself with? And this is your crown chakra, your third eye chakra. Could be your throat chakra because it is over that. But it's basically letting you know that this is a part of a situation where your heart chakra needs to heal. So all of these chakras have a way of protecting one another, but the healing part of it is where the chakra is focusing at. Let's pull from the, let's see. What I'm going to pull from is the Neoteric, I hope I'm saying that right. Neoteric Feminine Tarot deck to see what energies come out. We're going to clarify. This is two of the decks in one. I didn't know I had both of these. This is my problem when it comes to buying all of these card decks the way I do. I am a serial buyer of things. So there you have it. So I did buy one a couple of years ago and had it sitting in my drawers. And then I bought another one and I opened it up and was like, wait a minute. These are the same when I was cleaning out Judgment. Yeah, there's a realization. These were the same when it came to the things, Judgment, Balance, and also fear or unknown energy. So laziness, the outsider, this is what this person that has been watching you struggle is going through now. But you had a realization. They're not going through this, but you had a realization of the fears and which direction that you needed to go into. So somebody was literally watching you, and you need to have a little bit more. You needed to have a little bit more balance. But I almost choked. Somebody's throat chakra, maybe, excuse me, maybe getting the best of them right now. But the toxicity, so the Seven of Pentacles are the seeds that you plant, but you were afraid to plant seeds because you weren't sure how the toxic energy of this person, place, thing, or situation would go. But now you're celebrating because you did, you did plant a seed. I talked to my friend the other day. She has a garden, and she said that what happened is that the wind has blown, certain seeds over her backyard, and the seeds are growing in places where she didn't plant them, or the type of plants. Yeah. And that's you recognizing your strength. So again, the wind is blowing, and it's causing you to have to recognize your strengths. And now, based upon that, you are, moving forward. 10 of Cups energy. Yeah, Two of Wands. You know the direction that you need to go into when it comes to this energy, and so sometimes it gets to a point to where you have to sit back and say, hey, wait a minute. Let me take baby steps first. Let me plan to see what's going to happen. And now the 10 of Pentacles, happy life, happy wife is here. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you went after your courage, your desires, and you took the courage to take the initiative and go in a new direction. And that is, first of all, healing, and then understanding. It's a realization of what you're reflecting against. And that's somebody being toxic, looking at you, watching you struggle, and then you had to come to a realization that, hey, judgment energy, this fear that you've been dealing with, not wanting to have balance and not wanting to plant a seed. Well, guess what? When you open that flower, right? When you open that flower, a lot of the seeds did prickle out or sprinkle out, and therefore you were able to, make things. I'm sorry, I hit my microphone. You were able to make things grow without you even knowing. And this is you recognizing your strength, and also not daring to be different. This is, I can't think of her name, but she has vitiligo. And my camera is not focusing right, but she has vitiligo. If, Winnie I think that's her name, Winnie. But, look at that, recognizing your strengths. The normal, strength card is with a lion, or tiger. Lion is with a lion, and a lady taming it. But it's like, no, I recognize my strengths. No matter how much or how different, I'm going to figure out, and I'm going to fit in wherever I go, and I'm going to be a part of a certain situation, and I'm going to be happy, and look at the things from a childhood's perspective, or have my cake and eat it too. Happy life, happy wife. And that comes with having the courage and the desire to go after the things that you want with the Ace of Pentacles, if that makes sense. And so justice, again, balance is here. So you're having balance, but this is a different type of balance because it's a stronger balance with the realization of what you needed to protect and cherish, and that is yourself. And understand that even the smallest seeds that you plant are going to trickle into something, but it just takes for you to have to grow to get through this. Does that make sense? So, yeah, the way this is going to work, I went ahead and I fixed my videos, and I'm going to start downloading them, and I'll put in every video you can choose to watch or not about the chakras, and then I'll also release the energy of this reading at the end, and that will happen. The beginning will have the intro, and the end will have the exit, and also the affirmations, and about the 5 agreements, not just the 4 agreements, but the 5th agreement also. So there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the crystal deck, and then I'll say the affirmation, and I'll let you know the chakras, and at the end you can listen to the chakras. And I'm also going to pull from the 4 agreements, because I don't have the 5th agreement on the cards. So yeah, you can stay and listen if you want, and you can go from there. So all of these are telling you pretty much, be impeccable with your word. That is what somebody needs to say. You need to say what you want, mean what you say. And that's a part of the throat chakra. Remember earlier, my throat was closing in or closing up. So all of these cards that sat here all say be impeccable with your words. I'll read them just so that you can have them, and then you can listen to the chakras at the end. So it says be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. Remember I said fear coming out with the moon. The human mind is like fertile ground where seeds are continuously being planted. seeds are being planted. Okay. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. And that is what you have given out to people. And therefore, you had to heal your heart because of the fact that you've been giving your all and it's been toxic and they've been watching you struggle and the burdens that you go through. Speak with integrity. Say what you want, mean what you say. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in a direction of truth and love. So it's all about learning to send strength and healing and to forgive. That is how I see it. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Don't blame yourself because of what you went through. And that's the reason why you're afraid to plant any seeds. But the way the universe works, you're planting seeds as you go. You just have to know to protect and cherish the seeds that you really put your all into. And that's because of the toxic behaviors. It says, being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. You're not blaming yourself for the 7 years that you spent trying to get to this person to really see the beauty in you and to heal their childhood wounds, and also to stop feeling like, this is rich lazy. They'll watch you struggle. They have the things that they want, but yet and still they get a kick out of watching you struggle, and they celebrate. Or now the tables have turned, you're celebrating. Seek to know the truth. Seek to know the truth. And that is what you're doing. And that is where you having a realization and also understanding the balance that you have to have and the strengths, and also learning to move forward. That's about healing and understanding, not and forgiving and moving forward, if that makes sense. So it says, when you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. And that is why you're celebrating, because you're recognizing the truths. You're having a realization. Now the crystal deck is what we're pulling from. The in Hydro, which is all the chakras. Stay tuned for the chakra video at the end. You can choose, and I'll have it titled in the end of the video if I can figure it out. It's all chakras in Hydro. It's comforts, supports, and heals. And it says, I am sustained and healed by the universe. I am sustained and healed by the universe. And that is what you need to know. All right, you guys, I love you. Now, let's say an affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. And remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Have a nice day. Hey guys, let's talk about the chakras. We start off with the crown chakra. That is your belief system, unlearning to relearn. What you need to do is understand that that's your spirituality, selflessness, and wisdom. The third eye chakra is your intuition, perception, and understanding. The saying, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Well, once your intuition, perception, and understanding kicks in, you won't explain yourself a third or fourth or maybe a second time. The throat chakra is your communication, expression, and trust. Say what you want, mean what you say, trust in what you say. Then we have the heart chakra, love, harmonious, and forgiveness. The ability to send strength and healing, period. That's it. Send strength and healing to a person, place, thing, or a situation, because no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. Then we have the solar plex chakra, your optimistic energy, your clarity, and your personal power. You're taking your personal power back by knowing what it is and being optimistic in regards to the future. The sacral chakra, your emotions, your intimacy, and your confidence. Be confident in the way that you want to be loved, how you want to be loved, and the way you expect to be loved. Lastly, we have the root chakra, your survival, stability, and grounding yourself. Just know that when all your chakras are blocked, everything will feel like depression, sadness, and unsure energy, and it will keep you stagnant. So make sure you understand your chakras and you keep them in check. All right, you guys, I love you. Okay, today we're going to talk about the four agreements. Well, now it's the fifth agreement. We're learning to be impeccable with our word. Impeccability of the word is saying what you want, meaning what you say, and not speaking ill in regards to the things that you want or need. So, learning to be impeccable with your words is speaking with integrity, saying only what you mean, not speaking ill, not having harsh conversations, or speaking against yourself or gossiping. So, say what you want, mean what you say, use the words that you want, if that makes sense. And so this means no gossiping about the past lover, the past relationship, the past person. What you need to do is to understand that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. And yes, I'm mixing up the four agreements also with the game of life and how to play it. If we learn those, then we'll understand why the impeccability of your word is worth it. And the second agreement is don't take anything personally. You know, the thing is that when we take things personally, it's like eating poison that somebody gives us. 9 times out of 10, hurt people, and you don't want to be a part of those. So don't take anything personally from what a person did. And again, go back to what I say, hurt people, hurt people. You have to learn to go ahead and say, nothing that anyone does moves you, and that's a part of the game of life and how to play it. Also, what others say to you is a projection of their own reality. Like Drika says, Kevin Gates' wife, they're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves. And that is when it comes to anything that may be considered bitter or maybe poisonous to you or sent towards you. So you don't have to worry about how karma works. All you need to do is not to take it personally when a person wrongs you. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. Don't assume that someone knows how you feel. Say what you want, mean what you say. That is practicing your throat chakra. And yes, you're not going to assume, you're not going to see potential in someone, and you're not going to get to a point to where you think that somebody knows exactly how you feel. You're going to speak as clearly as you need to. You're going to question, you're going to ask questions, and you're going to basically express yourself and communicate with others as clearly as possible. This is so that we won't learn to take things personally when we are disappointed by somebody assuming or us seeing the potential in a person. We're going to say exactly what it is that we want out of every situation. Next, we're at the fourth agreement. Always do your best. When they say always do your best, that is the way that we live. We try to heal people and make sure that they heal from their childhood traumas, past relationships, the hurt that we see, the energy that they portray, and just to let them know that they can trust us. And so what happens when we always do our best, sometimes that comes with us starting to take things personal because we saw potential in a person who was too hurt to fix. We have to realize that we can't fix everyone. And if we done our best, the only thing that we can do is either walk away and send strength and healing to this person, place, thing, or situation. But that comes with us not being impeccable with our words. I always say that 9 times out of 10, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. So we know that time and time again, we try everything to help. And we just have to realize that we've done our best in this situation. And at some point, there's nothing else that we can do. And now we have a new agreement. It's the fifth agreement. Now, the fifth agreement is be skeptical, but learn to listen. Now, this is when you start to feel anxious and you start to have anxiety because now you are questioning everything that you learned from agreement 1, being impeccable with your word, agreement 2, not to take anything personal, agreement 3, not to make assumptions, and agreement 4, always do your best. Now, when you start to question yourself, this is when you're starting to understand the true meaning of your emotions and understanding that you have the ability to make a decision actually saying no. And these happen because you know that somebody is trying to take you back into your past emotions or make you look into the future, which you know will be okay. And in this present moment, it makes you feel some type of way. So that's where you have to be skeptical about who this person is or what this situation is that is making you question what you've learned in the past or from the past. And so when this happens, you have to look at it in a way of, well, was I very clear with this person? Well, did I make assumptions that this person had the potential to take me to this new level, or what the universe is trying to teach me? Or what should I be learning from this situation? And then that's when you have to use the power of your word to say exactly how you feel at this present moment, and also to not take it personally that this person is trying to make you revisit the past. So you're going to use your words at that present moment to say, sorry, I'm not going to be able to subscribe to this. And this is how I feel, and move forward. So this is where you learn to be skeptical, but you're going to learn, but you're not going to take it personally by spewing poison or even trying to get even with the person. And this is how you know that you have conquered when it comes to the 5 agreements. So what this looks like is, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel anxious, or why do I feel like the need to say no? Was I impeccable with my word? Did I make the assumption that someone had the potential to be better than what I thought? I know at the end of the day, I've done my best. So am I starting to take this personal when it comes to how this person, place, thing, or situation is treating me? And you have to understand what the 5th agreement is trying to teach you. It's learning to look at doubt in a different way, to look at the doubt and to question your answers, or question your feelings or your emotions. This is a way of mastering your emotions, mastering the way that you feel from your emotions, and also mastering to set boundaries. Boundaries are a big part of understanding why the 5 agreements were created. We don't learn boundaries. As a child, we learn to listen to our parents. We learned how to make our parents happy or the people around us, but we never really learn or master the way that we really feel, the things that we really want to say. And so this is where we have to learn to set the boundaries, to be impeccable with our words, not to take anything personal, but also not to make assumptions, but know that at the end of the day that we've done our best. But being skeptical, learning to listen to our emotions and why we feel the way we do, is a huge part of growing up. And if we were to learn this as a child, then maybe we wouldn't let people walk over us as an adult. And this is when we learn how to control our emotions and not to feel bad when we have to say no or even walk away from the things that no longer serve us. So you're going to use your words at that present moment to say, sorry, I'm not going to be able to subscribe to this. And this is how I feel, and move forward. So this is where you learn to be skeptical, but you're going to learn, but you're not going to take it personally by spewing poison or even trying to get even with the person. And this is how you know that you have conquered when it comes to the 5 agreements.